What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 4 of the RCX Show, A New Hope, featuring Monna, the comedian from the DFW. She's on to talk about her new album coming up on the 1st of January 2021, Unstable. It's going to be dope. I was at the recording of it. It was hilarious. It was a good ass time, and we have a great ass talk. So make sure you guys enjoy the show, and be sure to follow me on Patreon, or subscribe rather on Patreon. $3, $5 level is going to give you early access to all the podcasts, to music videos, an EP every month. I'm going to drop 3 to 4 songs every month, and that's exclusively to my Patreon people. Plus, you're going to get access to, like songs that I haven't released, like underground stuff, all kinds of crazy stuff. It's definitely cool. So if you're looking for some extra content, jump over there and subscribe at the $3 or the $5 level. And let's party, baby. And if you're watching this on YouTube, of course, please subscribe, comment, like the video, and share it with your friends. And finally, you can follow me on social media at Official RCX on Facebook and on IG, and I got Twitter and all that stuff too, so wherever. But anyway, without further ado, please everybody make some noise for Monna. Everybody, welcome to the RCX Show episode 4 featuring Monna. What's going on?
Hey, happy to be here.
Hell yeah, it's good to have you here. I've known you for a little bit now, not like too well, but just like from coming out to open mics and stuff like that, and talking shit on Facebook and all that stuff. So, but
that's how I like people to know me.
Absolutely. Well, real quick, Monna, please give us just a quick plug, all your social media, all that stuff to get us started.
At Monnacomedy on everything: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. That's how you find me. Monnacomedy on YouTube, all of the stuff. Monnacomedy.com. There you go.
She's organized, people. That's like, rappers need to learn a lesson from you. Like, all your shit is the same across the whole platform. It's not like, oh yeah, it's Monna at Monnacomedy on IG, but then it's like Monna 345. You know what I mean? Like Monna.
It's a learning process. So that was one of the first things I did when I started branding myself in like Claws Out Comedy, which is the brand that I run and the label that I'm starting, is streamlining everything. So if somebody finds you on Twitter and they go, oh, they're really funny, they can also find you on Instagram.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. And that's, I mean, that's good you like figured that out, because so many people don't do that, and then like eventually get to a point in your career where somebody else has that, so you have to like, for IG, for example, like somebody might already be official this person, and then so now you got to be like, and official,
with like an underscore.
Exactly.
Like you have to do something just tiny so that you can still get it. That is the easiest thing that performers and small businesses can do, is just brand early on. It's so easy to just streamline your social media. It's free. There's no reason not to do it.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, and you're only hurting yourself by not doing it. Simple. Hey, you know what? Hey, points to Monna for giving us some game, people. That's what's up. All right. Well, so you, of course, have been a stand-up comedian for a few years now, and a professional one at that. Oh, and it's all good. You need to adjust the lighting?
No, I don't think so. This is fine. Darkness. Okay. Oh, I look the best. This is perfect.
No, anyway, so you've been a professional stand-up comedian for a couple years now. So let me know, like, what is that like? Because that sounds like a pretty badass, like, fucking journey right there.
Well, I mean, I've been a full-time comedian, but I've also been unemployed. Like, that's kind of how it started. Was I just poured all of my time and effort and energy when I lost my job at the call center to becoming what I wanted to actually be, because it's the same thing as like when people start buying a house instead of renting, when you start realizing, oh, I could be putting forth the same amount of effort to what I actually want to do, and like something that's actually setting up a place for your future. Exactly. So yeah, I mean, it's been crazy.
I mean, it has to be, but I mean, like, I gotta say, like, you definitely like, and this is just me like being a fan of yours and like watching your progression over the years, just at the short time span I have known you, like maybe a year or two I've known you, and like you've gone from like, doing your your open mic nights and all that kind of stuff, and now you're doing even bigger stuff. I mean, you're opening for national touring comedians and all that stuff. You just did your special. You just released your first or recorded, your first album. That's very impressive, and it seems like I mean, at least definitely with myself, I know this. It's like when you have something to fall back on, like you're not 100% dedicated. So maybe, maybe that
for other people, that kind of impedes their progress, I guess.
Yeah, maybe when you have a safety net, you don't go 100% in.
Mm-hmm.
I think that one of the important things to say is like I do stand up full time, but I'm also a fringe person, so it's easy for me to do it. Like I don't have a lot of debt. Like everybody sees the shit car that I drive, but I own it.
Yeah, there you go, right?
I don't have a lot of different payments that I have to be doing. So like I've set myself up by being so on the fringe and like being okay my entire life living almost in poverty, that now that I've poured myself into what I actually want to do, I'm not super like I have to steal milk from the store today. Because I've been there. Like I've been at the grocery line and had milk and butter and I had to put one back. Like it's so embarrassing because I moved from Indiana to Texas with nothing. I had maybe $300 when I moved here.
Yeah, no, I've been listening to the podcast, and you're saying like, I think one episode, not to spoil it for everybody, but it's like you were talking about how you got here and your car immediately was like donezo.
I'm so flattered that you listened, honestly.
All good, dude.
So much of doing this just feels like you're yelling into the void with virtual stuff.
Yeah, right.
So, I think that I really internalized something Jim Carrey said about his life and about his father, is that realizing that you can fail at what you don't want to do. So you might as well try to do what you actually want to do.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Something else I learned pretty early on is that a lot of comics, like in particular, I think it's the same with all performance, but particularly with comedy, is that plenty of people are good enough. You just also have to want it bad enough. Being good enough is not enough.
No, you're 100% right. I mean, like, fucking, I'm a rapper, you know, like it's hilarious, but I'm a fucking living joke, but
you're also super funny though.
Yeah, but I know, but here's and I appreciate that, but like, here's the thing though, is like, I have a lot of opportunities coming up, and like, I had a lot this year, but COVID fucked everything up, as it did for everybody. But like, I mean, I only got all these, everybody asked me like, hey, how are you getting the chance to like open these big shows and shit like that? It's because I did what I had to do to get there. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just like sit around and wait for it. You got to fucking grab it by the fucking throat if you want it, man.
Yeah, people are always willing to talk shit about the person next to them who got the opportunity, but they're not willing to find the opportunity for themselves. If somebody else gets an opportunity, that's theirs. You weren't meant to have it. It's not like you would have had it if this person had been hit by a bus. It's not your thing. It's not your time.
No, exactly. Like, that's what it is. I mean, like there's like a cosmic force behind it, like a karma, if you, in a sense. You got to pay the dues, man. And like, hey, I've eaten a lot of shit in my time, dude. Okay, I've eaten I've had a shit buffet. Okay, so just trying to be a fucking rapper, bro. So and I know.
Be better though. What made me better was having friends who told me that I ate shit. Because like sometimes you get off stage and your friends will go, "Oh, that was so good." Those are not your friends.
No.
Want you to fail, and so they'll tell you you did good so that you don't get better. Your friends are the ones that go, "Ah, you ate dick, huh?"
No, I'm telling you. That was a nice thing about like doing like black clubs and shit like that, like hip hop nights and stuff. Oh my gosh, if you're not good, fuck you, bro. And it's not like even like a white thing, like if a fucking black dude sucked ass, motherfuckers are not looking at you in the eye, bro. You just might get the fuck out of there. That's all you gotta do, because you are shit. Like, but fucking
that's what makes you better. Because if you don't know your shit, then you don't get better because you think you're the shit. You're not.
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, and like just being a fan of comedy, I watch a lot of podcasts, and I know like as a like a practicing routine, like you always record yourself when you play. And I do that myself when it comes to like doing like rap shows, because I got to see what works and what doesn't work, just like you got to like listen to when, your joke hits right and like what cadences you use and all that stuff. Like that's very important to, I mean, if you're a performing artist in general, just fucking figuring out what works and getting out of your own fucking head when it comes to like your ego and shit, I think.
Well, this is something that I've been realizing just in the last month, is that self-awareness is a superpower that a lot of people do not have.
Oh, yes.
Because I always think that if you're the best person in the room, you should know it. If you're the worst person in the room, you should know it.
That's right.
But you should also know that there are a lot of other rooms that you're not going to be the best or the worst person.
Exactly. Yeah,
like
I mean,
one performance doesn't make or break you.
Exactly. I mean, you never know who's there, right? Like they could be, they could be people that like definitely like, let's say your style, or they could be people that like Eddie Murphy style. You know what I mean? Which I don't know. That's a kind of a bad estimation there, but
I'm not similar to Eddie Murphy. I think that's fair to say.
Okay. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, what was one of Jerry Seinfeld's great quotes is keep your head down in success and keep your head up in failure, right?
Mm-hmm. Right. That's a good one there.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. All right. Well, hey, so of course we know you came out to Texas, and real quick, I'm gonna get into something else here, but I wanted to ask you, um, what made you choose the DFW area over all the other comedy hubs in the United States? Because I mean, we got, of course, we got like LA, which is the main one, New York, which would be like number 2, and we got Houston and Chicago and all that stuff. What made you choose DFW?
That is so flattering to DFW that you think I chose DFW. I didn't choose DFW as much as it chose me. So there was a girl that hung around in the Fort Wayne comedy scene in Indiana, where I'm from, and she was originally from Azle. So she had moved up to Fort Wayne to be with a guy, like they had met online, and then it didn't work out. She stayed around for another year. We met and started hanging out because she was kind of dating one of my friends. And then just one day after we were drunk at a Halloween party, she was like, do you want to move back to Texas with me? I don't want to be here anymore. And I was like, yes. So she asked me at like 9 a.m. and by 7 p.m. I had 4 other guy friends of mine on board to move down to Texas.
Oh, shit.
So she was from Azle. She was going to move back to Fort Worth because that's like where her mom was, I think.
Yeah.
And so it just happened. Thank God whoever broke her heart is the reason that I'm back in Texas.
Right. And it sounds like you guys were it sounds like you guys were chomping at the bit to get the fuck out of Indiana. But like, hey, I know, dude, I lived in Illinois for a year, and I was like, after the winter, I was like, fuck this place. I got to leave. And that's when I came here. I was like, I'm done.
I actually had forgotten this. I was talking to one of my best friends the other day, and I was talking about how our old apartments like weren't that bad. And he goes, do you not remember your window like not being sealed properly? So one winter I didn't even sleep in my room because the window wasn't sealed and the landlord didn't care or listen to us when we were telling him. So like there was ice on the inside of my room. So I would take the clothes I wanted to wear for the next day, sleep on the couch in the living room, and then microwave my pants in the morning. So yeah, Indiana wasn't it's a very harsh winter when there's winter.
Oh, real
like
shit. Real shit, especially when you're living in like some slumlord thing, dude. Oh my God.
Like, the weather's hard, but
oh, hold on, you froze up. Uh-oh. All right. Hey.
okay.
Oh, now you got Angelica behind you.
Yeah, that's from another show. Let me get rid of that. I like never use Zoom, and I hate virtual stuff so much. But I did that as a virtual background.
Oh, dude.
None. There we go.
Dude, let me tell you what. Fucking A. I hate IG, fucking TikTok. Like, I hate it so much. I don't want to do it. I'm unmotivated. TikTok. Like, I know you, like, I heard you, like, you've been doing, like, mad TikTok videos and stuff like that. Just from your podcast and stuff like that. And I think I follow you too, but yeah, dude, that shit is just not for me. It's like boring as hell. I'm like, I don't want to fucking come up with fucking shit. You know what I mean?
Well, I used it as a way to like stay sharp during quarantine too. It was nice to just have this community of other people who were also bored. My ring light literally just broke. Whatever.
Oh no, it's all good. Yeah, I got one up here too. It's all good, dude.
Yeah, because I'm just gonna be on my phone because I don't know if it was maybe something on my laptop. I don't know.
All good. Actually, I was thinking about it after you asked me. I was like, the camera on her phone is probably better than her laptop camera. Like, I know for mine.
It's a new MacBook, but that doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Phone cameras are still crazy good. So
Oh yeah, way better. They fucking
All
change up
right.
every year. But no, we were
So
talking about
did we
living
do
up
what
in
we did?
Indiana.
Yeah,
Hmm.
miserable.
Oh my goodness.
Not my thing.
I got you. So, but that's cool though. So you came down here with a friend, and that's just pretty much the start of it all. You were like, bam, we're gonna establish some fucking comedy shit here.
Well, I actually moved down with 4 other guys.
Uh-huh.
We moved, my friend Kristen had moved down. That was the girl that I was talking about. And then we all spent, like, that was after a Halloween party. So we all spent the next month and a half just selling all of our stuff and then moving down. So I was friends with my 2 gay roommates and then 2 comics who were friends with each other, and they were roommates. We all moved into the same house together. So we had this weird combination Frankenstein house of like smokers and drinkers and comics and gays, and it was beautiful for a while until we all wanted to kill each other.
That's how it goes, right?
Yeah.
Fucking roommates. Ugh.
Yeah. Oh, it's been an amazing year since I finally don't have a roommate.
Oh, I bet. Trust me, I understand. Well, I kind of got a roommate, but you know.
Well, I have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
I have a
Well, okay,
boyfriend,
so
but he
you
doesn't
have a
count.
roommate then. You have a roommate. That's a lie.
Nah, he's not a roommate. It's different. My roommates never brought me flowers.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's that. Hey, good man. Shit. All right. Well, hey. So you're here. What got you to start up the Claws Out Comedy?
Claws Out Comedy, I was working at Hyenas, and the owner said that he wanted me to run a show in the Red Room, which is their smaller offstage, and they were trying to run side shows concurrent with the main stage shows. And so I was trying to figure out what I would do for something, because I feel like it needed to be a theme show. It needed to be something that was worthy of people spending $10, you know, when they could go see like regular comedy. Like, what would make this different? What would make it better or different or interesting? So I was trying to figure it out, and then I had Googled women are funny, and Google came up with did you mean women aren't funny? It's like, no, that's not what I meant. And I see that there's a problem, so we need to start changing the narrative to women are funny. Like, I was so like blown away that it said, did you mean women aren't funny? No, it didn't. And Dallas had like a ladies' night that they were doing at Dallas Comedy House, man, rest in peace. And I got to be a part of it, and I thought that it was really cool. So I thought Fort Worth needed that.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it was really good. We oversold the first show that we did. Somebody was, I'm not big time anything, but somebody was supposed to be doing an interview for me. About me for their college project or something, and they told me they actually had to go into the main stage because we didn't have room in the Claws Out show the first night that we did it.
Damn.
So it was awesome. It was really
dope. That's dope. I mean, for a first show, that's impressive as hell. I mean, so like, what'd you do to prepare for that? Like, like just promoting it, like just sharing it online and stuff, or?
Yeah.
That's it.
It was just online. I mean, I printed off physical flyers to hang up in the club.
That's pretty dope.
Word of mouth and manifesting.
Hell yeah. I mean, clearly it did. Damn, that's impressive as shit. Well, so what is the like background of Claws Out Comedy? Because I know, like, and I kind of know the answer to this already, but just for people that are listening to this that don't know, like, what's your mission with it?
The mission of Claws Out Comedy is to make it a brand. I want it to be an umbrella that everybody kind of sits under. I want Claws Out to be a high tide that raises all ships. I want it to be a network of femme and female comedians who are already killing it to just be Claws Out Presents, because I want everybody to get more visibility from the brand. Because Claws Out is easy to remember. And if you want to see a drag show or you want to see a cool comedy show, then I want people to go, oh, well, Claws Out. I'll just go see what Claws Out has going on tonight. And I want it to branch out to be a bunch of different things that people are independently running. Like, I want people to run their own stuff with the Claws Out logo on it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess, that exactly how you're describing it, a network. Yeah.
Yeah. And through the podcast, I kind of also realized that one of our big missions is to also normalize mental health, because I do that a lot with my comedy personally, but I want that to be the mission for Claws Out as well, because we partnered with Vulgarity for Charity, and they provide financial assistance to loved ones who have been left behind by family members or friends that have committed suicide. So it's for suicide loss survivors, and we help grieving people to not have to worry about, how they're going to keep the lights on, stuff like that. It's different for each person that we help. But we've started saying, bad bitches can be sad bitches. And I just want to normalize mental health, make a big difference in practical ways for a lot of people, and empower women to run their own shit. Something that we've also started doing, because elevating women doesn't mean excluding men. It was just like, when we were really establishing what we were, I was primarily booking female comedians, but we have guys on the show now too.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
2020, lest I be canceled for excluding men.
I mean, hey, right. No. It's all good. I mean, on your show, you had that one dude. Shit. What is his name? I had it on here.
We've had a lot of guys on. We've had Josh Johnson, Jorge Cortez.
Yeah, Josh Johnson. Well,
Louis
Josh Johnson was
Flores.
one I saw at your show. You know what I mean? And
Josh Johnson is great.
Oh, he had me dying, man. That was great. Great.
Josh Johnson's been on Comedy Central. He's amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
That's impressive, dude. I didn't know that.
He's one of my all-time favorite comedians.
Damn. Well,
so when he said that he would feature for me on my album recording, it meant so much to me.
Hell yeah, dude. That's dope as fuck. I didn't know that. That's insane. And dude, I mean, hell, dude, fuck, he fucking murdered it. I couldn't believe it. I was blown away.
He's phenomenal, and he's also one of the nicest people that you'll ever meet. It's really hard for me to be friends with him because I'm such a fan of his comedy. It's so hard to be friends with people that you're like, oh my God, you're so good.
Right. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But
you're gonna fanboy out.
It's refreshing too when you have friends in comedy and in performance in general, who are also very nice. It's nice because you never know when you're going to meet somebody you really like and then they turn out to be an asshole.
Oh yeah. It's like meeting your idols, right? That's
exactly.
Oh yeah. I have stories.
I'm sure.
Riff Raff. No, he was
fine. Yeah, no.
He was fine. His manager almost tried to kick my ass though. And it was just because the situation was I was fucking walking through the back door and so was he at the same time. And I was like, what's up, Riff Raff? And dude, they fucking turned on me ready to kick ass, dude. I was like, all right. I was like, whoa, dude. Whoa, sorry, bro. I'm just trying to get my shit.
That's what we all want though. We all want a team of people just ready to kick ass for us, right?
Oh, I'm telling you, shit. I need to get me a little mob, you know what I mean? Hey, beat his ass.
Oh, yeah. They looked at me funny. Go get them.
Exactly. All right, dude. So, of course, along with Claws Out, you also have the Claws Out podcast. So, what's going on with that, man? Because I've been, I've been listening to a couple episodes lately, and I'm digging it. It's hilarious. You and Carrie kill it.
Carrie is fantastic. She is tremendous. Claws Out podcast is on the back burner right now because we were working with a production company that we no longer are. And so right now I'm just focusing on pushing the album out. And then we'll get back to doing the podcast stuff.
Got it. Well,
so
hell,
we are currently on hiatus.
It's fun as hell as it is. So I encourage anybody that if you're watching this shit and you enjoy this shit, you should watch the Claws Out podcast because it's way more entertaining than this shit. I'm telling you. I'm laughing.
The Claws Out Comedy podcast. We started doing the car cast too. That was one of the last episodes that we did where we would go pick people up.
Oh, that's dope.
Drive around in the car.
Interview them randomly like fucking, what is it, cash cab?
Not like strangers. No, not like cash cab.
Oh, okay.
We weren't just get in the van. No, people we had planned and knew that we would go pick them up.
Makes sense now that I say it.
Yeah, I don't know if that would be good for two ladies who are desperate for attention and just go, get in our car. We have questions.
Right.
I think we could do it. I just don't think it'd be wise. I think it would be the last thing we do.
Jeez, I can only freaking imagine, dude. Jeez. Shit. Well, fucking. So I know you've done a lot of dope ass shows and shit like that. Who's one of the dopest people you've worked with so far?
Oh, Emo Phillips was one that I was really excited about. Watching him do comedy was like watching a surgeon because he's so deliberate with his words and his writing is so good. Emo Phillips was a big idol of mine and I really like his style of comedy. So Emo Phillips was a big one. Dan Cummins was a huge deal for me. Dude. Dan Cummins, because when I got told that I could open for him, because I was still hosting and being an MC for Hyenas at the time, when I got told that I was going to work a weekend with Dan Cummins, I just walked out of my day job and went in my car and screamed. I was like,
oh, I'm saying, I know, dude. I know that feeling, dude. I know that feeling.
Yeah, Dan Cummins was like one of the first comics I ever listened to in high school. And he was one of the first comics too, where like he told that story about the spoons. And I was like, oh, maybe I'm not an asshole. I'm just a comic. Maybe I could just, if I tell people about the bad stuff I've done, then it's okay. Maybe it was like the Catholic in me that was like, oh, it's like confession. I don't know.
I mean,
but yeah, Dan Cummins was another one, and he's another comic that was so nice. He was so nice. Like after the first show that we did, because like we got to shake hands, we didn't get to talk before the show, and then he said something about me being short on stage because he had to move the mic, and I was like, I am short. He's a god. He's a comedic genius. But after the show, I was talking to somebody and like doing a bit, and then he tried to jump in on it, and I just got real quiet. He goes, "Did I just say something wrong?" I was like, "No, I just love you. I just love you so much." And he's like, "Is this your stuff?" I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Put it in the green room." Really? Okay.
oh, you're getting that all-star treatment right there.
Yeah, well, it's so weird too, because like as a female comic, I don't think guys deal with this particular problem as often, which is that I have a purse. Like I don't like when you're not the main act of that night and you have to find somewhere to put your stuff, you just got to like throw your stuff behind the bar and hope the bartender's cool and like will watch your things. Like you have to put a lot of trust in other people as a female comic if you're going to bring your purse with you. It's a whole thing.
I mean, as a musician, I can agree with you because like, hey, when I bring it, if I bring my guitar and you know what I mean, I'll be like, you know, there's like 5 bands playing that night. What am I gonna do? Sit on it all night? Like I can't hold it. I'll look like a fucking douchebag. Like, what are you supposed to do? So I understand that 100%. Shit.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I think it's really hard as a performer when you feel in the way at the place you're supposed to be at.
Oh yeah.
So like I really like working at venues that make me feel comfortable and make the extra effort to go, "Would you like a drink?" I'm like, "Oh my God, I can drink here? I can have liquids? Amazing. Thank you."
Oh my goodness. Like that reminds me, like, dude, in Kansas, God, I miss Kansas so much. That's where I started like doing music and shit like that, like as a pro. They used to give us free beer there. Like the performers, like one venue, you get a free like fucking 12-pack of beer, dude.
Oh,
little
stuff like that is such a big deal.
It's so, dude, it's so much is, and it's like no big deal, but it's like, dude, it means a lot.
It's no big deal to the venues, but like to the performers, you go, "Oh my God, thank you so much." It's just validating. Yeah. It's validating that they want you there. You know, I did a show at a big club once and I was about to get on stage. I was featuring for a pretty big comic. And the server was like, "You can't stand here." And I was like, "I'm about to walk on stage. Where do you want me to be?" Like, I was going to the bathroom just to sit down. Like they didn't have a place for us to stand. It was insane. It was so sold out.
Damn.
But stuff like that is this weird thing because you get on stage and everybody's like, "Woo, you are the main focus." And then like the staff has the ability to just make you feel like trash. And, like,
They're like, they're checking you. They're like, yeah, we know you think you're the shit, but we run this motherfucker.
Which is great though. It keeps you humble. You're like, that's right. I ain't shit. Thank you for the reminder.
No, exactly. I mean, but that's what it is though, dude. Like people appreciate that shit. And like, you know, like,
yeah.
I mean, because you can only be like Mr. I'm the shit so long until like fucking A. If everybody around you don't think you're the shit, bro, then fucking fuck off.
Well, stuff like experiences like that make a 12 case of beer mean that much more, right?
Exactly. I'm saying you earned that fucking that PBR 12-pack. Well, shit. Oh, that's fucking dope.
It's the pay your dues, right? That's why one of the open mics I ran was called the Pay Your Dues open mic.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, no. That's fucking sick as fuck. It's so true, dude. It's so true. So that's fucking ill as fuck. Especially like that's crazy. I didn't even know you fucking did the Dan Cummins thing. That's fucking lit as fuck. Cause I love that dude. It's hilarious, man.
And the best part is that like I went to go see him the next time he was in town. I wasn't even on the show. I just went to go watch him because I love him so much. Yeah. And he remembered my name when we went up to meet him after the show. He's like, "We worked together." I was like, "Oh, we did." Oh
yeah. Oh my goodness. It's the best. It's the best, ain't it? It's so crazy. Oh yeah,
For
it's
sure.
so cool.
I'm fangirling right now, remembering.
Oh yeah. Oh no. I do the same shit. I do the same shit. That's fucking hilarious. Well,
But
hey,
that's the goal then too, right? Is the way that other
yeah.
people make you feel when you get to work with them. Like I hope one day somebody is doing a podcast one day talking about working with me where they're like, oh my God, and she was nice. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's
Oh,
what
I'm
I want.
saying. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I think you don't even have to worry about that because I think that's definitely gonna happen.
I hope. I hope one day. It's hard to imagine yourself that way, but that's what I secretly hope.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I mean, but hey, you're doing the work, and I mean that's all you can do, right? It'll fucking happen if you put the work in. So, and you're definitely proof of that. So, let me ask you this. I ask all my guests this, but I want to know for you, Monna, what was your biggest rock star moment?
Ooh, my biggest rock star moment?
Mm.
Oh, that's a really good question.
Thank you. I come up with good ones. I know.
Honestly, this is I don't know if it's the right answer, but it's the first one that comes to mind is back when I was drinking, I got really blackout drunk one night. This was like one of the worst nights of my life. But I got super blackout drunk. I was hooked up to a heart monitor too.
Oh
And
shit.
I was like trying to drive home because I had a cardiology appointment the next day. I had just gotten my gallbladder out. My boyfriend had dumped me. And so like, this doesn't sound like the rock star moment, but it is. So like, I was like crying in the bathroom. And then I guess somebody came up to me and they're like, you're on next. And I was like, fine. And I went up and I don't remember my set at all, but somebody had recorded it and sent it to me. I was like, that was pretty good. And then, and then I like threw a coffee can at somebody else when I got off stage. But like, it was a good moment for me where like even at my absolute worst, I had a really good performance that I don't remember, but I saw it. It was good.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, that's dope. And thank God somebody was recording that, dude, because like, I'm sorry about my dog, but like that's fucking dope. That's a good ass rock star moment. I mean, sometimes it's meeting somebody cool as fuck and hanging out with them, but like actually
Like,
getting
my
up
most unprofessional moment was still professional.
Exactly.
Where it counted. That's what meant something.
Exactly.
I hadn't thought about what my question that question might come up. That's a good one.
Thank you. No, like it's something cool too because like with it's like, dude, you're so fucking about it that you're like, fuck everything. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go up there and you fucking, in spite of all the bullshit, you fucking overcame that shit and you fucking killed it. That's fucking
yeah. I wish I remembered it, but I did see the recording. I know it happened.
Hell yeah. And that's always the shitty thing, right? Like you never fucking think to keep the videos or like, hey, send that shit to me so I could download that shit.
Yeah. No, I think it was okay that it was forgotten. But it's still nice as a validating thing of like, even at my worst, I can do my job.
Absolutely. I mean, shit. Hey, fuck it. That goes to show, man, this is what's for you. So that's what's up. This is it for you, man. That's fucking dope.
Thank you for saying that. Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, real quick, I want to talk about your new album a little bit. So, new album Unstable. Pre-release is coming up on 11/27/20, right?
Yep. The day after Thanksgiving, pre-orders will be open. There will be a tab on the clawsoutcomedy.com, monnacomedy.com that goes to the same place. And people will be able to pre-save the link. And a couple of singles are going to drop along the way. And then the album drops officially on 1/1/21.
That's dope.
Because I need something to look forward to.
Exactly. So speaking of that real quick, we'll get back to the album, but I mean, obviously COVID's kind of fucked shit up, but do you have any like plans for 2021 going through?
Well, it's hard to say because I'm just taking everything as it comes at me. So like we are doing a show on Thanksgiving actually at this new venue called Tulips in Fort Worth. It's going to be a socially distanced comedy show, which whenever I run shows and I say they're socially distanced, I really do everything I can to make that possible. And after a couple shows that I've done with different clubs, like I met with the owner before setting up this Claws Out comedy show to say, how far apart will people be? Because sometimes people say it's socially distanced and then it's not.
Yeah.
And I think that it's really important that we're going to follow through on keeping people safe. So Tulips even talked about putting special UV lights in their vents to kill germs and stuff.
That's
so
dope as fuck.
This place is super new. owner's super great. We're going to be raising money for Vulgarity for Charity that night. And the owner said that whatever we make, that they're going to match it, which is super amazing for a new venue that we haven't worked with yet, to be that invested in the charity and the work that we do. So we are doing that. I don't run a show unless all the comics can have separate mics. So that's something else that's really great about.
I fucking love that about you. That's awesome.
Well, this is the first year, so I get sick a lot. This is the first year that I've not been sick, and it's also been the first year that I'm not running open mics every week. And I think there's a correlation.
It's insane,
because,
right?
You know, if you go to the gym, you have to wipe down your equipment. If you're a stripper, you wipe down your pole. It's insane that with comedy, it's not just normal for everyone to have their own microphone. No. Because you're talking directly into it. It's such a germ transmitter.
Dude,
so
same deal.
I think that it's possible for us to continue working safely. I don't think that, you know, we need to take some kind of hard stand that our freedom's being taken away and like everyone share a mic and shake hands like nothing's happening. I think we can still work and be safe and smart. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm looking into maybe doing some virtual stuff. It wouldn't be straight stand-up. I have a couple other shows on the back burner that we were thinking about doing that might be cool, like maybe like a dating show or something, like dating in the time of COVID.
That's a good idea. I like it.
Like a claws out singles mixer, kind of like a whose line is it anyway type of thing. We might look into doing something like that, but just kind of taking everything as it comes, because you never know when something's going to change. 2020 is insane.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so I have been running some shows. We even did a lot party where we had a hip hop show before us. Then we did comedy outside in the parking lot of Funky Picnic. So there are ways to, you know, stay relevant and provide entertainment for people, because I don't want live entertainment to die. Yeah. And I want to continue to try to compensate performers and create opportunities. But yeah, I don't know, nothing solid that I could promote. I'm really working on just pushing the album right now.
I got you.
And then kind of putting together a team of people for Claws Out to see what we could do to stay relevant, I guess.
Yeah, just innovate, I guess, right?
Yeah, that's really what it is. And I think that that's really interesting to see what comics have been rolling with the punches and who's kind of, you know, stepped back. I think it's interesting to see the people, like what the people in your community do in response to something like this.
Yeah, real talking. I mean, I know music community has been hard for us, at least when it comes to like doing live shit and stuff. And like, with you recording your album, I mean, like, I know like most of the time practicing entails like, you know, doing shows and like doing open mics and stuff like that. And like, how are you able to like practice and get ready? Cause you killed it up there. Like you did a great job. It seemed like you were on point 100%. And like, how are you able to get ready? Like in this climate where, you know, stuff's not open?
I think that was pure adrenaline. I think that was a little bit of adrenaline and a little bit of luck, because a lot of the stuff that's on the album is jokes that I hadn't said before. So like the night, 2 nights before the show, the weekend before we did the show, I got to go do a show in Paris, Texas, where I got to do kind of a dry run of what I wanted to record. And it was really great, because I know that you were at the show and you know I say the R word on this album. Some of the jokes I said that night didn't make it on the album. That's just for us to enjoy and for me to keep practicing. But the one with the R word made it on the album, and I got to practice in Paris, Texas in front of a very small crowd, but 13 of the 20 audience members were special ed teachers.
Oh shit.
So like I got to do that joke, and I asked them, I was like, is this good? Is this okay? Can I say this? And they were like, yeah, it's great. So it's like, if anybody has a problem with me saying that word on the album when it comes out, 13 special ed teachers in Paris, Texas told me I could say it.
That's right. And I was also a special ed teacher at one point, so I also say it's fine.
Okay. I was really nervous about saying it, because I mean, I say it for the shock value, but also because I'm trying to illustrate the point of that, like that tension that you feel when someone says that word. Like you should feel that same tension when somebody misuses a medical term. Like you should feel that for when somebody goes, I'm so bipolar. You should feel that same, oh, you just said that? So,
oh yeah.
I'm teasing the album a little bit by saying,
well, I mean, no, it's all good, but
joke away.
Shit, at the end of the day, no, you didn't. They got to hear it in the context. It's dope. But like, But no. I mean, like when it comes to that, dude, at the end of the day, it's art, and people got to understand it. It's not like you're out there like saying like, you know, fuck all retards or they need to die or some shit like
Yeah.
that.
Nope,
Like,
definitely not saying that.
no. You're just like you're you know, you're just saying what you believe in an artful manner, bro, and people got to
Well,
respect that. So
in 2020, I don't think they do. I don't think they have to respect it, Ryan.
they
I
can
don't think
suck
they
a dick. Comedy ain't for them then. All right, I'm sorry. Comedy is not for you if you can't handle
Well,
a joke,
that's
bro.
that's all cancel culture, though, right? That's all taking
I don't.
stuff out of context and
I don't
just
believe in it personally. I mean, you know what I mean? If it like here's the thing about the cancel culture thing. Like if a person like rapes somebody or multiple people, okay, yeah, fuck, you're canceled to me, dude. I'm not fucking with you. Like I'm sorry, I don't fuck
That's
with
good.
Louis anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't fuck with Bill Cosby, bro. I used to, when I was a young lad, I used to want to be a stand-up comedian actually.
I love that you just said young lad.
Mhm.
So close to the word rape. So close.
I'm telling you, yeah.
So
No,
close
like,
to if somebody fucking raped somebody, bro, you know, when I was a young lad. I like how your language shifts.
Right, like Herbert the pervert type shit. Oh, come here, laddie. No, like I used to fucking idolize like Bill Cosby and shit. Like I'd memorize like his fucking jokes and perform them for my parents and grandparents and shit. Like the dentist, I could probably still like fucking recite that shit for you. But like, dude, now it's like, oh my god, I love that dude when I was a kid.
So one of the first times I ever did stand up, I don't count this, but like, I mean, technically I did kind of try, was when I was in high school. I was really obsessed with Jim Carrey, and my theory of knowledge teacher, who was also my math teacher, told me that I should do stand up in front of the class. And I was like, well, I don't have any jokes, so no. And she goes, but you know Jim Carrey's jokes, right? I was like, I guess. And so like I did like a routine of Jim Carrey's jokes to my freshman class, which I would never ever do today. But it was like my first time like thinking, comedy maybe.
I mean, if you killed it, and fuck them, they didn't know it was Jim Carrey.
They did. No, they did.
Oh, they did.
I was like, these are not my jokes, but my teacher said I should do this, so here.
Oh my goodness.
So it was weird. I was like forced to perform in front of one of my high school classes. Mm-hmm. And then I didn't actually do stand up for the first time until I was 20. Mm-hmm. I think it was 20. 21?
That's dope.
20.
That's dope. That's dope. Yeah. So that's the official start of Monna, the comedian, right there.
Yeah, I drove 2.5 hours to Morty's comedy joint in Indianapolis to perform my first 6 minutes of comedy. Mm-hmm.
That's what it takes, though, dude. Like, that's what it takes sometimes, man. You gotta take the jump, and it's not always an easy one. Most of the time, it ain't. But
well, that's something I love about the Metroplex, though. Is there's so much opportunity.
Oh yeah,
like,
I mean, how many cities you got out here? Like fucking 80 cities.
I had no idea when I moved here that there was so much. I knew everything was bigger in Texas, but I didn't know the extent of that. Because like I had to drive 2.5 hours from Fort Wayne to Indianapolis to get 6 minutes. Like if you're willing to drive 2.5 hours in the Metroplex, the world is your oyster. You can do so much.
Oh yeah, when I was living in Kansas,
at one point before the COVID shutdown, you could hit 4 stages in one night in DFW if you're willing to drive a half hour.
Oh yeah, and that's how you do it, baby. That's how you do it. I mean, dude, when I was living in Kansas, like people were bitching about having to drive 5 minutes away. I'm like, bro, do you know where I come from? Clearly not, because it takes you 30 minutes to get to like a normal fucking place you go every day, bro.
Yeah, that's something that I would tell anybody who wants to do comedy. You've got to be willing to go up at 1 a.m. and you have to be willing to drive. If you're not willing to drive, then this isn't for you.
Mm-hmm. That's for damn sure. That's for damn sure. Well, let me ask you a couple more questions about your album. So, like, when's the official release date, though?
January 1st, 2021.
Hell yeah. That's what's up. All right. So we have Unstable coming out January 1st, 2021. A perfect way to start your non-2020 year. And hopefully it'll be.
You're hungover. What are you doing? Listen to Unstable.
That's right.
Listen to my hangover stories.
That's right. God damn it. That's right. So, well, I think that's about everything I wanted to ask you. Okay. You got anything else? You want to make any last plugs?
Come to Tulips to see a Closet Comedy Show at 9 p.m. on Thanksgiving. Stop arguing with your aunt, put on a mask, and come have fun with us. There will be pie. And stay tuned for the Closet Comedy Podcast when we come back off of hiatus. And just follow me at Monnacomedy on all of my socials. I will surely not shut up about this until it's done. So,
As you should.
Unstable coming out, pre-order 11/27, and then dropping on January 1st with a couple singles leaking out in between in December. So
hell yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up, Monna. Thank you very much. Well, hey guys, all that information is going to be down in the description, so make sure you go down there and follow her, and of course pre-order that album, and jam it when it comes out, because it is hilarious. I promise you. I heard it myself, so I would not lie to you people. Anyway,
we're also going to be giving $1 from every album to Vulgarity for charity. So
I'll see. So you're doing good. You're doing good.
If it's $10.99, $1 of it's going to Vulgarity for charity and helping people. So you can laugh and help people.
Exactly. So all y'all motherfuckers need to go buy that shit, all right? Come on, help save the world. Shit. Well, anyway.
Honestly.
Thank you, Monna. I really appreciate you taking the time, and I look forward to catching another show and eventually getting to a damn open mic, because I'm slacker as fuck.
I am not running open mics until the world is not on fire anymore.
No, I know, and I appreciate that. My problem is I don't know where to go. That's why I haven't been. But I was like, right before the shit hit, I was like, fuck, I really want to do this hard. But then it hit, and you were done doing your shit, which is cool. I get it. And I just didn't know where the fuck to go, but fuck it. We'll figure it out.
I might look into doing Closet Comedy workshops again. I think that might be a way that like the open mic vibe can come back without actually... Yeah, we'd have to do it like maybe 5 to 7 people or something, but we could do that safely and still like a learning environment, I guess. I don't know.
Right. Well,
we'll see. The world's burning down.
Yeah, worst comes to worst, you could always Zoom meeting it, right? I mean, like it wouldn't be, obviously the atmosphere wouldn't be as cool, but like, you know, you know, worst comes worse. So.
No, you're absolutely right. Yeah. You're absolutely right, because we're talking right now, and this is something that's definitely doable, and that's something we need to learn as comics and performers, is that we got to adapt to the new century.
Yeah, it sucks ass, but fuck it, what you gonna do, bro? Sometimes nature just sticks the fucking baseball bat up your ass, and you got to adapt, dude. That's what it is. So.
Words of wisdom.
I'm saying, hey. Well, thanks, Monna, dude. I really appreciate you fucking coming through and sitting down with me, and it's been a pleasure, man.
Thank you for taking time out of your day to have me on. I was pleased to be here. Thank you.
What's up, guys? Thank you for checking out RCX Show episode 4 featuring Monna. Make sure you guys subscribe, follow all her social media, YouTube channels, all that stuff. TikTok, she's dropping new stuff on there all the time. And be sure to catch her at her next live show. And, of course, pre-order that album, available at her website, monnacomedy.com, 11/27/20. And check out, if you don't pre-order it, of course, you need to check that out on January 1st, 2021 when it comes out. So thank you guys, everybody. Shout out to my Patreon supporters, Dastardly Danny and Corey McKinnon. Much love to you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. RCX out.